Alright, well, today, or the other day, my gasket set came in for this engine here. So, I'm going to finish cleaning out the inside of the crankcase and get that closed up. And I've gotten this decarbonized probably the best I can. I have a one of those toothbrush things, those brass toothbrush things, but I can't find it. So, because I wanted to brush it around a little bit more in here, but I think it'll be alright. So I just want to get the crankcase sealed back up and clean this off a little bit better, and then we'll kind of get it back together. Okay, well, I got the RTV sealant all on the gasket and on the mating surface there. And you gotta love the smell of RTV sealant in the morning. So just letting it become a little tacky before I put it back together. I got some fresh oil in there that'll probably drip out, but I'm gonna actually drain that out. And I'm gonna brush this with oil here, make sure everything's lubricated before I put it back together. So it should be good. And of course, with these crankcase bolts, you want to tighten them evenly. Just do a little over here, then go over here, tighten this up a little bit, then do that one. Just so it kind of goes in there evenly. Then you go down there and do that bottom one. And then once you get it all flush, then you can put the rest of the bolts in. Well, today's the day I'm going to start cleaning out the shed. As you can see, I already got a couple of things out of here. An exercise bike and some junk. This exercise bike I got for free, but I think I'm going to sell it. I don't really need it. In here we have the Montgomery Ward's mower, which I won't be getting rid of. I got the grill, got a big sled, old vacuum cleaner, that is a lawnmower grass catcher bag, got a couple of seats for my Volkswagen, there's a blower on there, and my camera battery's dying, and we got this old TV that I got for free, 1930s Ringer washer machine that you've probably seen on my channel. A couple of microwaves, really a bunch of stuff I just got to get rid of. So I'm going to work on this a little bit and kind of do updates. I got to go charge my camera, of course. Oh, there's the old propane mower. Yeah, so I'm just going to go through this stuff and kind of make a little series of cleaning this shed up, because right now I can't do anything with it because it's so full of crap. It's just a complete mess in there. So we'll see what's what. Also, the roof is being held on by these ratchet straps, because back when Hurricane Irene came through here, we almost lost the roof. So there's still ratchet strapped on there. So that's about where we are right now. Okay, we got that all bolted in. Let's make sure this spins freely. Yep, everything looks good there. I was going to take the valves out, but I'm not going to bother, as I managed to get most of the carbonization off it, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to replace that gasket for the breather, and I think it comes with both these gaskets. I had to get some star bits so I can take this off, replace this. Of course, these gasket sets always come with extra gaskets, I guess, for different model engines. So anyway, that's all I'm going to do for now, because I'm going to go have lunch, and then I'll come back and put the head back on it. Okay, moving right along here on this engine. I've got a new fuel line run through here. I replaced this gasket here. Got the head on. Getting ready to put the carburetor back on, which goes right there. I'm going to hook all the linkages up. These here. So I'm going to do that. Plus, I got the new coil, which I had to make a new wire for because the old one And this right here was probably the reason why the thing kept cutting out, because it looks like we had mice in here chewing on the wires, so that's probably the problem right there. So this coil is probably okay, but I'm going to replace it anyway because this one's in better shape. Okay, got the head bolts all tightened down, and of course you don't want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to go across, you know, so you don't warp the head. So now we're going to put this coil back on. So in order to do this, you have to take our feeler gauge and find the brass one, which is, if I can read it here, 0.0110 or 0.010 or 0.254 millimeters. And what you do is stick it on the magnet, and I can't do this with one hand, so I'll just show you after I get it done. Well, it is May 15th, and I figured I'd give you guys a little look at my garden. Are you guys ready to see this? This is how lush and green and awesome my garden is this year. Are you ready to see this? And also I built a gate. I used some conduit and some of these corners here. Actually, the corners cost more than a piece of conduit. Well, how do you figure that? But anyway, yeah, it's just some leftover fencing and some tie wire, and that's my gate. So anyway, here is my lush garden. Yep, that's about it. I think we got some things coming up here. Right there, there's some there. And I have corn over here. It's starting to come up a little bit. And I think this is radishes. I kind of forgot what I planted already. I have a thing of broccoli. Oh, we got something coming up here too. Yep, I think that's broccoli right here. That's what that is. And we got a row of something else here. I think maybe lima beans. No, I planted lima beans over there. Yep, I don't remember what this is either, but we'll find out once it starts growing. These are the beans over here. I got green beans and lima beans growing right here. I planted them a couple days ago, and nothing is really coming up yet, but I don't expect it to for another few days. So then in the middle here, where I haven't planted anything, that's where the tomatoes are going to go. But it's still been kind of cold at night, so I'm not ready to plant those yet. But yeah, we had a warm spell last week before, where it got up into the 80s every day, up into almost 90. But now it's back down into the 60s and like upper 40s at night. So, and it's a little early. I'm going to wait till after Memorial Day, so until I plant my tomatoes and other things here. Alright, I had this backwards. I actually had it facing this way, so it's actually supposed to go that way. But yeah, what I'm going to do is hold this so it's all the way up and then tighten these screws down. Okay, so you tighten that up so when you turn this, it's not going to go anywhere. And then, well, that magnet's not wide enough to do the whole thing. But you stick the feeler gauge under here. I'll put it right in the center here. Or try to. Of course, I can't do this one-handed. Okay, got that in there. So now we're going to loosen these up. And it'll snap down right where it's supposed to be. Right there, just like that. Loosen that one up a little more. There we go. So now that's the proper gap it's supposed to be at. So we tighten it back up. And then we can take this out. And then you of course turn it to make sure it's not going to bind up or anything. Slip this in here to make sure it just goes through there easy on both sides. Just like that. And even in the center, if I can get to it, make sure that gap is good. Yeah, I can't really get it in there. I might have to adjust it again, but you get the idea. Alright, yeah, that was okay. I just moved it a little bit and it slides in there nice. So, coil is good. We're good to go. And we got a new wire. This is all good. So, now I just got to finish cleaning up this shroud here. And then I can get that back together. And then this motor will be done. Just to kind of show you guys how dry it's been out here. Look at all that dust. That's how dry it's been up here. We haven't had any rain since like mid last month. Well, we had a little bit of rain, but not nearly enough. That's John over there, the farmer that owns all that does the farming work out there. Yep, it's been pretty dry. Supposed to get some rain maybe in the next few days. I'm not sure exactly when, but hopefully it's enough. I've already mowed the lawn once, but it doesn't really need it now. And the lilac bushes are coming out really nice. So, I guess my videos are turning into some kind of gardening thing. Oh well, just a kind of general update. And I have an update on the snowblower. I've got the engine back on and it runs great. Everything works. I'm trying to get this out at the moment. There's like a set screw in there which I've taken out, and this whole unit is supposed to slide out, but it's giving me a really hard time. I'm taking the side bearings out and everything, but it's giving me a really hard time. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get that out. Hopefully. I mean, I sprayed it with a bunch of penetrating oil, so hopefully that might have freed something up. Of course, I got to work today, so I don't have time to work on it. But yeah, let's give it a little start. Maybe I can start it up for you guys. Probably lost all prime, so it might be a little difficult to start. See if I can set the camera down somewhere. I get the idea. I kind of left it on choke a little too long, but it does run a lot better. Of course, it was full of oil on the outside because I cleaned it up, so it smoked a little bit, but it's doing pretty good. And of course, now I got to shut this off and run it again so I can get the fuel out of the carburetor. I got to do this with two hands so I don't ruin that.